Wagwan, it's your boy Rasta back with another video for y'all. And we got Chiraq Street Legends Big A, the legend of Big Aski. Now, I was referred to do this video too, and I really wanted to just, get deep down into these type of series of videos. Like I told you, I don't think no other YouTuber doing this. So, you feel me? I'm finna go on my own little path and do these. Just, if y'all got these different Chiraq Street Legends that y'all want me to react to, go ahead and put that shit up in the comments, man. Because, like I say, I really be fucking with the suggestions y'all make, man. Y'all be suggesting some good-ass videos sometimes. I mean, sometimes, like, with the big YouTubers that be having millions of subs, some people just be referring, like, some stupid-ass shit. But since my shit so narrowed down with my subscribers, like, y'all be giving me legit videos, like, okay, these interesting-ass stories. Like, even though I'm from Chicago, bro, and I know about, like, most of the people, that shit still be interesting to me because it's still shit I don't know. Like, I'm not in every fucking hood just because I'm from Chicago. Like, I'm not in O Block 24/7 just because I'm from Chicago. I'm not in FPG Ducknum hood just because I'm from Chicago. Like, no, you feel me? But this shit be interesting to me because it be some shit I don't even know, and it's happening in my city. So, I mean, like, you be meeting certain people. Like, I go to different places, and when people hear that I'm from Chicago, they, oh my God, you from Chicago? How do y'all survive? How old are you? 21? How did you? What? Like, life is just as normal as anybody else's life. Is just the way we move is different. Like, we can be in fucking Japan having a good ass time, but at the same time lurking out. Like, fuck. Like, anybody can be a threat. That's how, if you from Chicago, that's how you be looking at motherfuckers. Like, you can be at Chuck E. Cheese, watching over your back, boy. Motherfucker get their ass pop playing with me. But that's like the mindset that motherfuckers have. And you gotta have that mindset living in Chicago. But I'm not gonna lie to you. People make Chicago seem way worse than what it is. I mean, of course, okay, it's a lot of killing. That is probably the worst thing that you can happen to you is to die. But at the same time, people put themselves in positions to where, like, you feel what I'm saying? They put themselves in positions to where that shit might happen. Not saying nobody deserves to die, no matter what the fucking case is. Even if they standing on the worst block in America, that don't mean they deserve to die. If they not with the shit. But at the same time, if you're not with the shit, why you on that block? Like, come on now. But I ain't gonna talk too much in the beginning of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play out, get some little information on Big A, and then we're gonna talk some more at the end of the video. Okay, it's up. This intro though, a true O'Blockian. Chiraq Street Legends. He made that motherfucker like a movie. That's a whole minute long.
What up, family? It's your boy SNTV. Back at y'all with another Chiraq Street Legends. And this episode is going to be about none other than Big A, a.k.a.
I'm sorry, bro, but y'all probably have to go back and pause it because, it'd be too much editing to go back and then show y'all the picture. But if y'all just go back and pause, it's a white, I don't know if he white, Arabian, I don't know what the fuck he is. But this man holding a fat ass blunt. If your blunt that fucking big to where you gotta really open your mouth and suck the fuck out that blunt, you like you sucking a dick.
Aski.
I don't need my blunt that fucking fat, bro. No homo. That shit gay.
Big A comes from that O Block set, 64th and King Drive, BDs. Big A is a legend and a martyr in O Block, and one of the main reasons why Big A is so well loved in O Block is because when Big A was alive, Big A was one of the O Block's top shooters. He was one of the ones that was putting in a lot of work for O Block, and this is the same reason why he's frequently dissed by his ops. Big A was one of the older guys from O Block, and he would mentor a lot of guys, a lot of the younger guys. And, you know, he came up around the time when, you know, J Munna and King Vine and T Roy, you know, guys like this were doing their thing in the streets. And this is actually one reason why he's so well loved by King Vine, because they actually come from the same cloth. And you would also see Big A with people like Chief Keef, even after Chief Keef started blowing up, because one thing about Big A, you know that Big A always had it with him, and he was definitely gonna blow it. So if nothing else, Big A could be used for the muscle. Big A had a very big reputation, just like his counterparts, and he was known in the streets for going on hits. He was known in the streets for sliding a lot, for shooting at a lot of people. But I think that what he was most known for was the KI hit. And a lot of people say that he changed his name to Aski or Aski after he hit KI. You have some people say that people was already addressing him or calling him Big Aski before he even, you know, did the KI hit.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
His reputation grew fast because that KI hit was actually one of the biggest hits that took place between O Block and STL. Why do I say that? Because KI, even though she was a female, she was one of the most dangerous people that was over there on that STL side. Not only did she kill Odie, but she would always shoot at O Block members. She would shoot at 600 members, Front Street members. It didn't really matter with her. So after Odie got killed, KI was kind of like top priority for O Block. And specifically, KI and Big A, they would have words via Twitter. Big A would also call KI's phone, acting like he wanted to try to squash the beef, when in all actuality, he was really trying to set KI up. And he got his opportunity April 11, 2014, when KI tweeted out her location. KI was actually waiting to get up with the guys. It was Boss Trails Day, and they were waiting to get up so that they could celebrate. And KI tweeted her location out while she was walking down Eberhard, and she ended up getting caught on 65th at Eberhard. Somebody pulled up, hopped out, boom, 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 ended up.
Come on, this nigga cap.
Turns out that this somebody was Big A, and it was no secret. He damn sure didn't try to hide it, and he claimed it.
We got kids now. We got kids now. Shout out our kids now. Shout out to the A now. You hear me?
Go back to top, man. Look, fit for the open out. Get some more.
This is my daughter right here. That's my daughter. That's my daughter.
A little bit.
It's my daughter now. My daughter. Hey, Kyra.
And he did this hit, and it became widely known, and Taekwon World vouched to get revenge for KI, and it was only a matter of time before they ended up getting Big A, because Big A was like the main target. And some 2 years later, in December of 2016, Big A was actually killed right across the street from O Block at Sammy's restaurant. apparently Big A walked into the restaurant with a couple more guys. He was in there ordering his food or had already ordered his food and was waiting to receive his food. Some guys ran in, shot him in his head, shot two other guys, and ran out. Now, a lot of people say that Can't Get Right, Brick, and also K.I.'s real blood brother, who I'm not going to say his name because I don't have to because this is so widely known, is the ones who, had something to do with orchestrating the hit on Big A. Now, I think that one of the main things that we can learn about the death of Big A is that the universe never forgets. When you do something good, the universe never forgets. When you do something fucked up, the universe never forgets.
He wrong on that.
And either way you want to cut it, whatever you do, it's coming back around. And I think that initially after Big A killed K.I., I think that Big A was kind of, he was kind of more on point than probably he had ever been, walking on eggshells, made sure that he wasn't lacking. And I think by, a couple years going past since he did the hit, I think that Big A kind of got comfortable. I think that he kind of forgot about that. And what he failed to realize is that not only does karma not forget, but these guys that you out here beefing with, they never forget stuff like that. They never forget that. And as soon as they get the opportunity to get back at you, they're going to get back at you. Now, I feel as though Big A probably felt comfortable too because he was right across the street from O Block. And I'm pretty sure that he hadn't been in there long before, the killers came in there and killed him. I heard that Brick spotted him, made the phone call to Can't Get Right and K.I.'s blood brother, and that they came, and that, they took care of business, and they left. Like I said, I think that Big A's biggest mistake was that he kind of got back comfortable. As far as I know, Big A didn't have a gun on him when they caught him inside the store, which is another indication that lets me know that, he was comfortable in the situation that he was in. He was getting his food. He was getting ready to go back to the O. He was getting ready to eat good, but instead, he got caught. Never forget about the things that you do in this life, because the things that you do in this life, that's going to be the reason that karma is going to come back. And when karma comes back, she can and will be deadly. You can never forget about the dirt that you do. Always be looking over your shoulder. If you know that you done took somebody out of this shit, never stop looking over your shoulder. Because sure enough, there's a time that's going to come to where someone is going to either see you and try you or try to creep up on you or something. Especially if you do what you do in one location and think that you finna just be walking around here like it's all good. That's not finna happen. That's not finna happen. It's kind of like shitting where you sleep at. It's kind of like selling dope out of the house that you live in.
And he got some badass metaphor, whatever the fuck.
It's definitely not a good idea because eventually there's going to come a time, like I said, to where it's going to catch up to you. Never forget what you do. I don't care if it's been 50 years. I don't care if it's been 20 years, 30 years. I don't care how long it's been. Never let that slip from the back of your mind. Never forget that there's enemies out here who will kill you on sight if they catch you because of what you did in the past. It doesn't matter about you trying to change your life. It doesn't matter about you trying to separate yourself from the things that you've done. Nobody cares about that.
Mm.
All they care about is paying you back for what you did to their loved one or their family member in the past. That's all they care about. So you got to watch what you do out here in these streets. And you got to move like you know that you out here in these streets reckless. There's always somebody out there that's willing to do the same thing that you're willing to do or worse. Never forget that. This was the story of O Block Big A. Shout out to the SNTV gang. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and make sure that you share. It's your boy, SNTV. I'm out.
One, I like his videos. He paused too much though. I don't know. Maybe if he reading, I don't know. But he paused too damn much. But I still fuck with his videos though. Of course, if somebody give me some more Chiraq Street Legend videos to react to, of course I'm gonna do it hands down. But yeah, that's like what he was saying. I could agree with. You know, never let your guard down. That's what people in Chicago. And the reason why I always say Chicago is because that's my city. So of course I'm gonna recite everything to that. I can't really, you know, relate to a person from New York or Detroit, you know, shit like that. But people get into it, and if you notice, like, damn near every death in Chicago happened when the motherfucker was most either vulnerable or where they were just like lacking because they comfortable. Like what he said, you get comfortable knowing y'all into it with these people who, shit, y'all side don't play and they side don't play. Even though y'all like them, I mean, even though y'all don't like the other side, y'all not gonna be like, oh, you feel me? Walk around this bitch, no poles. Of course, that's the reason why you walk around with a pole, because you know they'll take your life just as well as you'll take theirs. So it's like, if you one of them type of people who walking around, man, anything you see is red light, you know, green and shit, you gotta be cautious of your surroundings. Like, just like when L.A. Capone passed away. He passed away coming out of a fucking studio, bro. He was just recording music. And that's like one of his most vulnerable, because he probably wouldn't even expect for a motherfucker to be outside of the studio, especially to even know the location of where he at. So is that an inside job? Maybe somebody who was with him gave up his location. I don't know. But then you got motherfucking Newski was just chilling. I think he was sitting in a car somewhere. I forgot what they said it was at, but he was chilling. You know, he let his guards down. Then you got, you feel me? Not FBG. Well, you could actually say FBG Duck coming out of fucking, it wasn't even Dolce & Gabbana. His mama just did an interview. She did like a little interview with Vlad. Vlad didn't even put it out yet. Somebody else must have like was recording while they was doing the interview, because you could tell the person who was recording like on a phone or something, and was like low key trying to get the like part of the interview in when he asked that question about FBG Duck. Because everybody was saying the wrong shit. Like, oh, he was coming out of Dolce & Gabbana. Woo, woo. She said he was coming out of Milano's. And, you know, she said he was with only one girl. He wasn't even with no dude. Like, man, that's crazy, bro. But yeah, like, everybody was getting the shit. They was confused, and everybody kept saying, oh, he was coming out of this. Or, no, he was just standing in front of the car with a girl and a dude. Or he was coming out of this, coming out of that. But, man, she was up in there. She was talking about the shit. And it seemed like that interview was going to be interesting as fuck. But they only got like 4 or 5 minutes of it. But you could tell when Vlad do an interview, it's going to be down there 30 minutes long. So I'm ready for that whole full interview to come out. I might not react to that because that's too fucking long. But, you know, I'm going to try to keep the shit within a limit of like 25 minutes or something like that. Because I still got to get my watch hours up too. Don't forget about that. So for the people who clicking on my video and shit and staying on it for like 40 seconds, go ahead and watch that whole video, you feel me? Because these interesting stories, bro, I wouldn't want to, skip these videos of people reacting to them because they actually interesting. But man, yeah, you can't just be walking around letting your guard down, bro, and you into it with these people, man. That's just life, bro. And just like with JoJo and stuff, man, it's fucked up in Chicago, bro. That's the reason why I gotta try and, get rich and move out to somewhere before I don't even know where I'm at. But man, let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. RIP to all the people, man. I don't give a fuck if you gangbang, whatever. RIP that shit. Everybody, don't nobody deserve to die. And I feel like don't nobody, should have that right to try and take somebody's life either at the same time. But it's like, shit, if a motherfucker want to take your life and they don't even know you, because I've been in a couple situations where, you feel me, you don't even know me. Like, if I walk past you and say, for instance, I'm going to the gas station, I walk past you, what's your point of even, like, coming to approach a motherfucker and be like, oh, where you from? Like, what's your point? What you getting out of it? Okay, if you ask this man where he from, he tell you where he from, his part of the fucking, wherever hood he from ain't got shit to do with you. You involve yourself in that, oh, well, I feel like I'm a badass because I'm with the yard. I'm finna ask him where he from. If he come off the wrong way, I'm gonna pop his ass. Now you got a whole nother hood y'all into it with. Now, come on now, ain't nobody gonna be playing one for us like that. Like, y'all can't just be going. I hate nonsense killings. Like, I hate killings, period. But it's like nonsense killings is like worse. Like killing little kids and like innocent bystanders. People who walking into gas stations and just get shot at just because they walk into a fucking gas station and look like they can be in the game, they get their life took. Like, come on now. My dreads then got me killed. I said got me killed. Damn near got me killed a couple times. I'll say probably like maybe 3 or 4 times in my whole life. Even though that's not a lot, 3 or 4 to another average motherfucker, that's a lot of motherfucking time. Go talk to one of these rich white kids. Boy, they fucking never had their motherfucking life threatened. Come on now. Folk, the most they had is probably fucking chicken pox or something, or like, come on now. Y'all gotta stop labeling every fucking person as like this one group. Every nigga with dreads is not a gangbanger. Every motherfucker from Chicago don't know Chief Keef. Motherfucker, I went to fucking, what was that? I went to fucking Mississippi and man, I don't even want to talk about that shit. But, like, I think I met Chief Keef before the fame, like a long time ago because of, like, hood connections, but that's about it. I never, like, really personally hung around a nigga. I think I met him, shook his hand or something. Shit, I met her, motherfucking, I don't know, but, man, this shit crazy, bro. Niggas real life be out here grimy, and it's like, I don't know, but man, I'm finna get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, give me up to the 1K subs. You feel me? I'm at 148, finna be 150, then 200, then 1 million.